Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the new Tiger Reserve of India, that is the 57th Tiger Reserve of India, which is situated in the state of Madhya Pradesh and has been named the Ratapani Tiger Reserve. So first of all, let us look at the timeline of the video. First we will be looking at the news, then what is a Tiger Reserve, the first Tiger Reserve of India, how the creation of tiger reserves takes place and what is the role of NTCA and the state government in it, then what are the benefits of tiger reserve, and in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from general studies paper 3, that is environment and ecology, very important from the perspective of conservation aspect of it. The news talks about, with Ratapani in Madhya Pradesh declared India's latest tiger reserve, all about the protected areas. As the name itself is saying that they are protected areas, are areas which are basically important for the conservation of the species. So tiger reserves, or be it elephant reserves, national parks, biosphere reserves, so all these things are made to conserve something. And when we talk about specifically about the tiger reserves, then it is about the conservation of the big cats, that is tiger. So Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now been shifted to Noida, and Noida has become the new UPSC hub. So the first Hindi medium batch in Noida is starting from 9th of December and the batch timing is 3 PM, while the English medium batch is starting from 12th of December and the timing is 6 PM. If you people are traveling by metro, then the nearest metro station is Noida sector 15 and the exact address is C171/2 Block A Sector 15 Noida. If you have any query, give us a call at 9311406440. If you want to know about the exact location, then the link is provided in the description box, and also if you want to receive a call from Drishti IAS, then the link is provided in the description box. You need to go and fill out the form so that Drishti can reach out to you. Keeping in mind your 2025 preparation for both prelims and mains, Sambhav 2025 has been launched, and this is in keeping in mind your prelims and mains preparation. So it will cover 10 prelims practice question daily, 2 mains practice question daily. So your prelims and mains answer writing practice both are done. Then in-depth analysis of the previous year questions will be done then coverage of current affairs plus general studies will be done and given to you. Then the real-time ranking will also be given of all the aspirants who will be giving the examination. Then the news talks about that India has received its 57th Tiger Reserve, and that is Ratapani Tiger Reserve, and the approval from the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has also come. Now, what are tiger reserves? So tiger reserves are a designated area which are established under the Project Tiger 1973. So Project Tiger was launched in the year 1973, keeping in mind or with the aim of conserving the population of tigers and also increasing the population of tigers in India. So tiger reserves are designated area under the Project Tiger. And it is done, or the tiger reserves are made to ensure the conservation of tigers and their habitats. And it is also a government effort to protect the tiger population, maintaining biodiversity and restore ecological balance, as tigers are a keystone species, or you can say the flagship species or the umbrella species. So protecting tiger and preserving tiger is also very important because it helps us in checking the ecological balance of the ecosystem or the biodiversity, and because it is also a carnivore animal, it also talks about the health of the ecosystem. Then the large tracts of land with a core and buffer area. Now when we talk about tiger reserves, then tiger reserves has a core area and a buffer area. Now imagine if this is a complete area. This is the complete area of a tiger reserve. Now within the tiger reserve, there will be a core area. This is a core area, and then there will be a buffer area. Now imagine this is a buffer area, and now core area is the area which is a sensitive area. So the large tracts of land with a core and buffer area. So within the complete range of the tiger reserve, there will be a core area and a buffer area. And core area is designated as a national park or a sanctuary. So the name of the national parks that you see, so they are basically present within the core area. And then if we talk about the buffer area, so buffer or peripheral areas, they are a mix of forest and the non-forest land, and they are also maintained as mixed use area because people can enter there, animals can graze there, and transition area also, it works as forest and non-forest areas. Then buffer zone act as transition areas for wildlife. So this becomes important. Complete tiger reserve. Within tiger reserve, you have some different areas: core areas, buffer area. Core area is the most sensitive area where the national parks or the wildlife sanctuaries are present, and the core area also does not have many commercial activities going on, or you can say the commercialization is very less in these areas. But the buffer zone works as a transitional zone where the transition between the forest and the non-forest land or area takes place. Then comes the tiger reserves. So if we talk about, so recently the Ratapani Tiger Reserve is the 57th tiger reserve of India, and in India the tiger reserves are spread across 82,000 square kilometers, accounting for 2.3% of India's geographical area. 2.3% of India's geographical area. And if we talk about the IUCN status of tigers, then it is endangered. It is endangered in India, and around 3,600 plus population of tigers is present in India, or you can say the world's around 70% or more than 70% population of tigers is present in India. And basically the tiger population countries are also the South Asian countries. And the NTCA, which is the National Tiger Conservation Authority, it conducts the All India Tiger Estimation every 4 years. And India is home to around 70% plus of the tigers population. Now the first tiger reserve of India. So what happened during the mid 20th century, or you can say that before the time India got independence and during the time of India's independence, that the population of tigers in the country was on a decline. And during the time of independence, that is 1947, the tiger population was declining at a rapid pace. So to deal with that declining population of tigers in the country, a plan needed to come up, and there were few of the reasons because of which the tiger population in the country was declining, and that is the habitat loss, then urbanization was a problem, increasing farming was a problem because farming needed land, then when it comes to industrialization and urbanization, this became a problem, then other human activities played a big part, hunting played a big part. So these are few of the threats to the tiger population. So the Indian government, in an effort to increase the tiger population in the country, they banned the export of wild cats, including that of tiger, in the year 1969. But this ban on the export of wild cats was not able to completely control the declining population. So the Indian Board for Wildlife, they formed a 11-member task force, and they devised a conservation strategy and started the Project Tiger. So Project Tiger was started to conserve the declining population of tigers in India, and Project Tiger was started in April 1, 1973. So this is the date on which Project Tiger was started, and it was officially launched at the Corbett Tiger Reserve, Jim Corbett Tiger Reserve in Uttarakhand. Then the initial phase of the Project Tiger included 9 tiger reserves. And who are these 9 tiger reserves? They are Corbett in Uttarakhand, Palamu in Jharkhand, Simlipal, Odisha, Sundarban, West Bengal, Manas, Assam, Ranthambore, Rajasthan, Kanha, Madhya Pradesh, Melghat, Maharashtra, and Bandipur, Karnataka. So these were the 9 tiger reserves which was initially present under the Project Tiger. Then came, how is the tiger reserve created? So we will be talking about in very particular that what is the role played by the state government and the NTCA. So how is the creation of the tiger reserve takes place? So that is, first, the state government identifies a suitable area for a tiger reserve. Now imagine that there are many areas are there, and out of it the state government out of many areas, the state government identifies that one area out of these many areas are suitable for designating it as a tiger reserve, depending on many things, like for example what the population of tiger, diversity, then the how much prey population is there for the tigers, can that land area is suitable for the tiger or not. Then also it will work towards that how the weather or the climate of that area is, whether tigers can survive there or not. So depending on many of the factors, the state government identifies a suitable location for designating it as a tiger reserve. Then after the state government identifies a site, then that identification or the proposal of identification goes to the NTCA. So from state government the proposal goes to the NTCA, that is the National Tiger Conservation Authority. So first is the state government who is doing the identification work, then the proposal is going to the NTCA. Then NTCA submits it to the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change for further consideration. Then the state government issues a preliminary notification under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 declaring the identified area as a tiger reserve. So first state government is identifying, proposal goes to the NTCA, then NTCA give it to the Union Ministry of Environment, then the state government in the end identifies or designate a tiger reserve as the tiger reserve under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Then the state issues a final notification. So the final notification is also issued by the state government under the section 38V of the Wildlife Protection Act, formalizing the reserve. Then the reserve is brought under the Project Tiger initiative. So these are the steps which are done or which are performed while the process of creation of a tiger reserve takes place. Let me do it again for you. First, what happens? State government plays the first role. What it does? It identifies a tiger reserve. Then second step is the proposal is sent to the NTCA. Then NTCA gives it to Union Ministry of Environment and Forest for further consideration. Then what happens? Then the state government identifies the tiger reserve or notifies the tiger reserve under the Wildlife Protection Act, and then in the end the official notification is given by the state government. So basically state government to NTCA to state government. Identification and final notification both is done by the state government. So identification and final notification, be very clear, final notification is by the state government, and under which act? Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Now what are the benefits of a tiger reserve? First and foremost benefit of a tiger reserve is that the conservation of the keystone species, flagship species and the umbrella species takes place first. Second benefit you can say is that they tells about the health of the ecosystem. They tells about whether the food chain and the food web is performing well or not. Then fourth is that because they are umbrella species, so if the conservation of tiger will take place, then the surrounding areas conservation will also take place simultaneously. Then you can say other benefits can be that because the conservation of tiger takes place, so in that particular area the large area of forest will also be conserved, and that forest conservation, because forests also work as a great carbon sink, so that will also help in the mitigation of the climate change or the global warming. So the reforestation technique or the less deforestation also takes place if the tiger reserves tend to happen at a place or are specified or identified at a place. Then they contribute positively to the combating effects of the climate change we just discussed. Then the white tiger range or the tigers are present in areas like high mountains, mangrove swamps, tall grasslands, deciduous forest, evergreen and shoal forest systems. So these are few of the important aspects about the tiger reserves. Now in the end, the prelims MCQ, and you people will give me the answer in the comment section. So the question reads, in April 1, 1973, Project Tiger was officially launched at the Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve, Melghat Tiger Reserve, Corbett Tiger Reserve or Bandipur Tiger Reserve. So as we discussed this in the video, so give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.